And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Smith in at the point. Well, some sneakerheads will be interested to hear. MP has inked his first shoe deal. Always an exciting moment for a young player.
And it was Jordan that ended up putting forth the best deal for MP. He'll join a long line of Jordan representatives in the NBA.
Here's Smith. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep. So we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Fires from deep. Another shot. And Gobert with the lay-in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now, here's Mitchell. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. McDaniels finds Smith. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Smith's got his third basket of the night right there. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
3 on the clock. Okoro wide open. He fires. And staying with the play, Allen.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Passes it to McDaniels. Smith kicks to Edwards. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Nice shot by Smith.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Okoro. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Sinks the three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Smith for three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell outside. And here is Okoro. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Garland, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
In the corner, Smith with it. There's the triple. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Okoro. Cavaliers moving the ball around. The wide open look here for Garland. The three-pointer no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 15-point game.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now, here's Garland. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Mobley the pass to Garland. And the three ball is good. Garland's got 5 now.
Getting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Smith against Garland. Smith dishes to Gobert. Back to Smith. 6 to shoot. Edwards kicks to Smith. The pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Okoro. And again, it's Minnesota.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Mitchell outside. Outside Garland. Mobley outside. He doesn't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Smith the pass to McDaniels. Edwards dishes to Towns. Back to Smith. Pass to Edwards. Smith kicks to McDaniels. Over Okoro. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. It's their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
It's time to see which teams made the adjustments that can give them the edge. Some conference pride at stake here, too.
Here's Garland. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Yep, that one goes in there. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now McDaniels following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Back to Smith. Outside Towns. Here's Edwards. Pocket 6. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 7.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Okoro shot is off.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
One area Isaac Okoro has shown lots of growth, Richard, is in his defense.
Yeah, he's becoming a talented stopper. You got to find ways to get on the floor, and defense is one of them. It's something you can tell he's worked on, but there's just something about his natural ability and the way he's leaned into.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now Cleveland shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Richard, for players that are off to a slow start to their season, what do they have to do to get rolling?
Yeah, your confidence can really take a hit with a bad set of games early on, but it's important. It's just a start of your season. It is a long season, so if you have a bad stretch, you just got to keep grinding, keep working, doing all the things that you know are right.
And not lose sight of your objective and staying in your lane, right?
Yeah, it's such a long season. If you have a bad 10, 15 games, that is nothing over the course of a season.
And the Cavaliers will go with... And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Garland is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Okoro. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Osman in at the power forward position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And here's Smith following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Alexander Walker passes to Smith to the right side. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Mitchell. Smith's shot is good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now, here's Okoro. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Passes it to Smith. And here's Reed. Back to Smith. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now here's Reed. Defended by Allen. The shot's good from Smith.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell with it. Beyond the arc. Reed with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Good work there as it goes. Reeves got his third bucket of the night.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Over to the left wing. And it's Osman missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Okoro. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Chalk up 2 there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Cavaliers shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And the pass to Garland. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Osman. Tips it. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Now, here's Okoro, and here's Garland for 3. His 5th miss, out 2 for 7 from the floor.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Mitchell passes to Garland. Another miss by Garland.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. No good from outside. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
When you combine his length and leaping ability, Allen is a ridiculous lob threat.
Smith on the wing, guarded by Garland. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
We've talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young group.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Mitchell outside. No good on the 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Cleveland making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland kicks to Mobley. Floats it up there for Mobley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing it off his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Edwards passes to Smith, and you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Okoro. Pass to LeVert. Back to Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Okay, I see you, Garland. I see the balance for a guy who's only 6'1". He can get up.
Back to Smith. That one doesn't go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. LeVert with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeVert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Smith. That one doesn't drop. Garland with the defensive effort. Goes back up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Cavaliers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Mitchell outside. Over Edwards. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Passes to Towns. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. But Timberwolves on top, running away.
7, the Timberwolves 84. Fans, your Cavaliers use this team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Smith in at the point. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And it's Smith, top of the key. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Smith's got 41.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Pass to Okoro. Now Mitchell. The tray. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Smith kicks to McDaniels. Stolen by Okoro. Garland, that's for 2. He can't get that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And the shot goes down.
Smith.
43 points for Smith.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Mitchell passes to Okoro. Garland with it. For 3, Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Towns. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Assist goes to
Smith's got 6 assists in the game.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Mitchell wide open. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
In the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And he gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And there's the pass to Okoro. To the paint. Here's Allen. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Smith kicks to Gobert. Out to Smith. Shoots over Garland. Smith with the basket on the assist by Gobert. 47 points for Smith. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Stolen by Okoro. Towns comes with a double team. For 3, Mitchell. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Mitchell. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Smith. No good on that one, so Cleveland will take it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Smith dishes to Edwards. Takes the 3. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Smith against Garland. Here's Okoro. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now Smith out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Smith. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota. Pass to Okoro. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Smith against Garland. Fires the 3. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Mitchell outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists tonight, and it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Smith feeling it out a bit for 3. Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Okoro kicks to Garland. Now here's Okoro. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Outside Garland. That 3 off the mark.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Smith for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Pass to Okoro. Shoots the 3. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Minnesota shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Smith for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the...
Good! Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The length of Mobley, that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why they pretty much resort to fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Allen. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Okoro. Timberwolves also changing it up. And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Garland the pass to LeVert. Here's Osman. Reed with the block. Smith against Garland. Now the pass to Noel. For 3, Smith. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Robin Lopez has checked it. .114 left to play here in the 4th.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Smith.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
They've got Karis LeVert. Donovan Mitchell is out there with hits it again. Wow.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight. LeVert from outside. Here's Allen. Banked in off the glass.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
Smith in the posts. And good. There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.